Hey guys, it's Kendra. Today I'm doing my March favorites for you. These are beauty products. I have a couple home things, a couple candles, but mostly beauty things that I've been really enjoying this month. So I hope you guys all enjoyed today's video, and let's get started. So first up, I have a hair product. This is by Briogeo. It is the Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask. And I've been using this probably once a week or once every other week. It kind of depends on my hair and if I feel like it's dry, if I need it. So I've used about half of this so far. A little bit goes a long way. I've had this, I think, for 2 months now. And like I said, I use it like at least every 2 weeks. So it'll last, I know it looks kind of small, but it'll last you a really long time. So there's rosehip, avocado, and argan oils in here. There's no parabens, silicones, or phthalates. And this is targeted for people with damaged hair. So if you have color treated hair, if you're in the sun a lot, get a lot of UV damage, if you use a lot of hot tools on your hair, I feel like everybody could benefit from this. And it also claims they're supposed to have 81% less breakage in just 3 uses. So when I started using this, I didn't think it would work as good because it's a thinner texture than other masks that I've tried in the past. But that's why I like it now, because it doesn't weigh my hair down. So I get all the conditioning benefits. My hair is super silky and shiny afterwards, but it doesn't feel heavy or anything. It almost feels like my hair has a little bit more bounce to it. And my hair just feels a lot more healthy. The ends look really good and blunt, which is what I like. And when you have shorter hair, if you guys have short hair, you know this, you really notice your ends a lot more than when you have long hair. My hair isn't really layered. Like, I have a little bit of layering, but not much. So if my hair is damaged, then you can tell. I've just been really enjoying this. If you guys are looking for a new product to incorporate into your hair routine to really help with breakage, I would definitely recommend this, and I will have a link to it down below. Next up, I have 2 skincare products. So my skin has been, I don't know what was going on. I'm trying to figure out why. My skin was breaking out so bad, and I think it's because I had my facial. And she did a lot of extractions, and in the past when I've gotten facials, I got extractions done like back in high school. I think it was the only time I ever had it done. And I don't get facials like often. I've had like under 5 in my entire life. So I think because she did so many extractions that my skin was just like purging everything out of it. That's the only thing I can think of, because I really wasn't switching up I switched up like a few products in my routine, but not really ones that should have made a difference. So I think that's why my skin broke out like it did. And I broke out in different areas, like my chin and right in my forehead, but it wasn't like typical breakouts that I get. It was like little ones. So I think that's why. And my skin is finally starting to get back to normal. It was just a weird phase, and it was not fun. So I have 2 products that are for pimples, because I was really trying to find some cure. So the first one is one that I apply just for a little bit, either in the morning, at night, just when I have some downtime and when I want to just kind of heal my skin for a little bit. So this is by Murad. It's the clarifying mask, and it has a 4% sulfur acne treatment in here. So what I do, I actually got this when I went there to get my facial. So I apply it to just areas that I want to dry out. So, you know, I would just kind of spot it all around my forehead, wherever I had a pimple, I would put it right on there. But the lady who was doing my facial was recommending not to apply this all over your skin, because my skin is dry. So this will dry your skin out, obviously, if you apply it all over. So I would just put this on certain areas and then make sure I had moisturizer on the rest of it, so my skin wouldn't be drying out while I was waiting for this to kind of do its job. So on the back it says to leave it on for 10 minutes. I would just put it on. I didn't time it or anything, but when it felt like kind of dry, I'd wash it off, and it did a really good job just drying out my pimples. And then the other product that I've been using overnight is the CSI Skin Blemish Drying Lotion. I get this off of Vitacost. That's the only place you can get it. It's one of their Vitacost brands. So this is one of those products that has it settles at the bottom and then it has the liquid up top. So you take your Q-tip, dip it all the way down, but you don't want to shake this up. So I would just apply that to any areas I needed to overnight. And when you wake up, they just look a lot smaller. They look a lot less red, but make sure when you are using that you're still moisturizing it around the rest of your face. And then after I would wash that off, I would make sure to really hydrate that area too, because you don't want to dry it out Like you want to dry the pimples out, but you want to make sure to hydrate afterwards so it's not just like flaky skin. But those two are really good at shrinking all of my pimples, and I would definitely recommend those. Next up, I wanted to mention the CoverFX Mattifying Setting Powder. I have this in the shade Light, and I feel like it does have a little bit of a tint to it. I don't know why, but for some reason I thought this was always translucent, but pretty sure it has a little bit of a tint to it. So I have been using this on basically my T-zone, well, which is where I've been breaking out, but on any areas that I really don't want to bring any attention to. So I haven't really been highlighting around my forehead. I've just been highlighting on my cheekbones, but I really want to make that area really matte because when you have breakouts, you don't want to bring any attention to that. So I would, you know, do my foundation, concealer, and then I'd go in with this with a smaller brush, something kind of like this size, so I could just pat it right over my breakouts, and it would just make everything look a lot more even, flawless, and just kind of camouflage those areas a lot more. And I would also use this like in the middle of the day, like if I needed to touch up my makeup a little bit, if I was getting a little bit shiny throughout my forehead, I would always put this on. So I love this. This is amazing. I mean, I've been using that forever. I know you guys know that I use that. And then I've been using the Everyday Minerals base. I like to use this around my entire face because this is more for you if you have dry skin. If you guys have oily skin, this is what you need. If you have dry skin, you'll love this. This is the jojoba base. So it's in the color Bear, and this is just a very hydrating mineral powder, which I think is kind of hard to find. I think a lot of mineral powders tend to be drying on my skin especially. So I like this because it doesn't make my skin feel dry throughout the day. It just feels really hydrated and it gives it a very natural finish. So I've just been using the two of these all a month long. Next up, I have a new highlighter that I've been using. This is by Lorac, and it's called their Illuminating Highlighter in the shade Daylight. And here is that. And it opens really cool. I don't know what it is, but it like, I don't know why I like that so much. It is so beautiful. It's a really nice beige color. It's kind of has a little bit of a golden undertone to it, but it is so natural looking on your cheeks, and it gives such a beautiful glow. I love it so much. I have it on my cheeks today, and this is also a really pretty color to use as an eyeshadow if you want to like highlight your underneath your brow bone or just all over the lid. I think it's so beautiful. It's really creamy, like this. I think this is a new formula, but it just feels so nice and soft. It doesn't really, some highlighters kind of just go all over the place, but this one doesn't. It's just really pigmented and it just kind of goes right where you need it. It almost has like that wet look. So pretty. So next up I have a product from Aveda. This is their Beautifying Composition Oil. It is an uplifting aromatic oil for body, bath, and scalp. So I use this on my body. I haven't used it in my hair or anything yet just because that kind of scares me. But oh my gosh, this is so amazing. I'm getting the Stress Fix one. I believe it's the same type of product, but they have it in the Stress Fix scent, which I absolutely love. This one is different though. This one is, I could smell this all day long. Oh my God. There's something about Aveda scents. They're like intoxicating. I love it so much. Okay, so since I've been in, I swear it like all started with when I started going to my yoga classes as opposed to doing yoga at home. One of the classes I just went to, they handed out like a couple different oils and you can just apply them during the class. I love oils. They're so like, I don't even know the term, but they just bring me so much peace and I feel so much more calm when I apply them. Oh my God, I could use this as a perfume. So I'm getting off topic, like I swear this scent is like, So what I do is I get out of the shower and I apply the oil first. I'll just put some on my arms, down my legs, and then I'll put some body lotion on top of it because like sometimes you don't want to be, you know, feel oily all over your body. So I just mix it in with my body lotion. Right now I'm using the Cebu one and it's really good. I'm almost out of that one. And I just rub it all together and it just gets rid of that oily finish, but it still leaves your skin with that really good scent and the hydration. So if you guys are into products that are kind of like you're at a spa, things that just are, they're a treat. This is a treat to me. And I've had this for a while now and it looks like I just got it. So this is going to last me like 2 years, maybe more. I don't even know, but this is amazing. Next I have two candles. I have one that's a little bit more expensive and this one's not at all. This one's from World Market. It's the Tropical Fruits and Freesia scented candle and it smells like Hawaii. Oh my god, that smells so good. It's very sweet. It smells like papaya to me. It just smells like my trip to Hawaii and it's amazing. When I smelled this right away I was like, yeah, I'm buying that. And I also like the tin. I think I can totally reuse this for something. I don't know what, jewelry or something. It's really cute. And it looks, and I just go like that. And I've just been moving it all around our house because it goes with everything. The other one that I got is from Anthropologie. I don't know how to pronounce this. Boulangerie? That's probably wrong. It's in the espresso scent and it smells out of this world. If you guys like coffee, if you like walking into coffee shops, you will love this. I wish it was bigger. This is just so small. I think it's so cute. I've always loved these candles there. I've never purchased one before. This is the first time I ever got one. And oh my god, it's so good. They had this other one too that was really good. It was lavender shortbread or shortbread lavender. And it smelled like a bakery shop. But this is just so nice. Like, I love this. When you walk into a room with freshly made coffee, that is my absolute favorite. So I was like, if I can get a candle to recreate that, then I'm sold. This one was $16. That's a little expensive, I know that. And it's actually cheap for their Anthropologie candles, but I feel like their scents are just so good and they're so different. And I like their packaging so much, so I had to. Okay, let's move on to some lip products. So, did I mention that I was going to be all over the place today? I don't know. These are the two products that I'm wearing on my lips. So if you guys are wondering what I've been wearing on my lips in a couple past videos, one or the other, I've been wearing these. So this is by Julep. It's in the shade Ooh La La, and it's their matte lip mousse. And the first time I used this, I was completely sold. It's the coolest feeling product. It has this kind of weird doe foot applicator. And it is a beautiful dark mauve. It's pretty purple, but it's like a mauve color. So yeah, it feels like a whipped mousse when you apply it to your lips, and it dries nicely, but it's not drying on your lips at all. Like, once it sets, it just feels really nice and comfortable. I love the shade. I think it's really, I always think mauve colors are just like a classy nude. They're not like, you know, those concealer nudes. They give you color on your lips, but it feels like a neutral to me. The other product that I've been really liking is by Lorac, and it's their Alter Ego lip gloss in the shade Dutchess. And these are their highly pigmented lip gloss. Here's the color. It's pretty similar actually. It's a little bit more on the pinky side, but this is really pigmented for a lip gloss. So here's that. It's a little bit more on the warm side, but they're just so smooth and creamy, and they just feel nice. They're not as sticky as the Buxom lip glosses. So if you guys don't like I love the Buxom lip glosses, but they're too sticky for you because I know they are pretty sticky, then you would like this one a lot more because it's a lot more smooth. It doesn't feel like tacky or anything. So, and I think they have just really pretty colors. Next up, I have a perfume. This is by Clean, and it's in the Blossom scent. And I love the packaging of this. On the back, it has this little floral print. You're not gonna be able to see that. Pulling it up on Sephora's website so you guys can see, so I can read you the notes that it has. But when I just smell this, it smells like spring and summer. It smells outdoorsy and fresh and super florally, like you're walking through a garden. It's so nice. So this is based on Orange Blossom, and Orange Blossom is my absolute favorite note in any perfume. I love orange. Okay, so let me read this. This is what the creator of this perfume, this is what this reminds her of. It's the distinctive aroma that fills the air of my childhood places, the south of France, the French Riviera, and the Italian coast. I mean, reading that alone, I want to smell like those places. So there is neroli in here, freesia, orange blossom, rain lily, magnolia, cottonwood, silk musk, and sensual sandalwood. And it says the style is romantic, fresh, and floral. And I think that's pretty right on. It's really nice. If you guys like a florally perfume, I think you would really like this. I'm really picky with my scents, but this one, I spray all day long. Next up, I wanted to mention some lashes. I never wear lashes. I do not like strip lashes at all. I think they look so unnatural on me. I always try and I always think like, okay, this is a pair. And then I always end up ripping them off and I have to redo my makeup. It's like the worst thing ever. And whenever I put fake lashes on, I get in the worst mood. So the only kind that I like are the individual lashes that have like 3 of the little lashes on them. So these ones are the Ardell Double Up. So they just have more volume than the other ones. I believe like each lash is just a little bit thicker. And they're just, if you haven't seen these before, they're just you get like a couple different rows of them. And I just put glue on the back of my hand, let it get a little tacky for a little bit. And then I grab one, dip it in, and then I just kind of set it on my lash and I just leave it. And I feel like the less you mess with them, the better they look. And I end up doing like 10 on each eye. I do quite a few because you do need to kind of make them look even, but I find that they just look so natural on my lashes, but they still give me the volume that I want and the length that I want. And I just get a lot of like random spaces in between my lashes. They're just not the best right now. So if I am going out or if I'm filming a video and I want my lashes to look better, I love using these and they're just, I don't know, they make me happy. Even the other day, I was going to yoga and I took my face makeup off and I just left my lashes on and they looked so natural. I didn't feel like I had fake lashes on or anything. They just felt like I had a good lash day. So if you guys are into, like, if you like lashes but you hate putting strips on, try them out. You do have to practice with them a little bit. Like, I've been using those for a while. I don't use them like every day, obviously. Like, I don't know, like maybe once a week or like once every other week, but they're just fun and they give you a very big boost of confidence. Next up, I have a brow product. I just talked about this in my haul, but it's so good that I had to mention it. It's by Senna Cosmetics. I have it in this shade Golden Brown and it's their Brow Fix. So this is a brow setting. Like it sets your brows, but it also has fibers, so it thickens them up a little bit. So what I do is I fill my brows in completely. Sometimes I go in with a gel by Pixie. I'll link it down below. I go in with it's really cool. It's like a wax. And then I'll go in with a little bit of eyeshadow to define them. And then I go in with this to set them in place. And it also just adds a lot of depth to my eyebrows. And I feel like I can't really go now without using this. I really like it a lot. So if you guys have hair color similar to mine, I think the medium brown would be really, is it medium brown? Golden brown. I really love this. I think it's like an awesome product. You obviously don't need it, but if you are a makeup lover and you want to add something fun to your makeup routine, definitely recommend this. Last up, I have a blush. This is from Tarte, and it is their Blushing Bride Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush. I have this on today, and it is a beautiful, cool tone pink. This is such like the perfect blush color. It adds just like the right amount of color. It's kind of like a brighter pink, actually. Okay, blushes do not swatch at all. It's like a mellowed out brighter pink. That's a contradiction, but I don't know what it is, but it just makes my cheeks look alive. It doesn't add too much color. It lasts a long time and it's just really nice. For some reason I wanted to buy this, I remember a long time ago, and I thought it was like glittery. I don't know if they changed it, but I swear online it used to say like, it would say the shade in it with glitter reflex. I don't know. Do you guys know? But it's not anymore. It's completely, yeah. It's totally matte. So I don't know. For some reason, I always thought this one was like a glittery blush, but it's not. Super pretty. And I know it says Blushing Bride, but honestly, this would be such a pretty color for your wedding. So really good for every day or whatever. Really good. So I finished this video and then I totally forgot to mention 2 jewelry things that I wanted to share with you. So this is this little choker. I got it from Marin Costello and I love how dainty it is. I have been, ever since I got it, I've been wearing it every single day. I like that you can just see it like with any shirt. Sometimes my necklaces all hit like right here and a lot of them like go under your shirts. This one, I just think it's so perfect for layering with other gold necklaces. I'm all about the delicate necklaces, so I absolutely love this. It has 2 little tiny pearls right in the middle. So cute. The other thing that I've been wearing a lot is this watch. So you guys have probably seen it on Instagram and whatnot. So it's the Daniel Wellington Classic. I think it's called Classic Rose Gold. I don't know the size, but I'll link it down below. But it's just like a simple classic leather watch, and I've been really into these types of watches lately. I used to wear the gold chunky watches all the time, and I still like those, but for some reason, I've just been really drawn to watches like this lately. I think they're just very classic and I love the look of them. So those are all my favorites for this month. There was a lot to talk about. I hope you guys got some good recommendations. Let me know what you are loving in the comments down below. And like always, thank you so much for spending the time with me today. I hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you very soon. Bye. I'll walk around the neighborhood and just get that in. And when I go on walks, I like to leave my phone at home because that is the one time I'm just unplugged. I'm doing nothing. I'm just on a walk. And it's so nice to leave your phone somewhere. I'm constantly